Hello and welcome to the Virtual Slate Cohort Automation video. In today's video, we will be discussing what cohorts are and how they can be used across your Virtual Slate LMS. We will then discuss how to manage the cohorts on your system and finally how to automate the entire process with cohort automation. So let's get started. Within Moodle, cohorts are site-wide or category-wide group assignments of users. They differ from Moodle groups because cohort assignments can apply to users outside of a course, whereas a Moodle group will only have the group assignment of users at the course context level. Cohorts are commonly used to enroll users into courses via the cohort sync enrollment method. This enrollment method allows users belonging to a cohort to automatically be enrolled into a course with the cohort enrollment method assigned to the cohort. Cohorts are the optimal tool for onboarding and the mass enrollment of users within courses across your site. But apart from enrollments, cohorts can also be used for various other aspects across your Virtual Slate LMS. For example, you might consider customized cohort branding in the Virtual Slate theme, allowing you to define customized menus, slider images, and site logos specific to each cohort within your system. We have a separate theme design video that goes more in depth on this concept specifically. Now let's talk about how you can manage the cohorts on your site. By navigating to the admin dashboard page, in the user management section, you can select the Manage Cohorts option. If you're not using the Virtual Slate theme, you can access this page via the Site Administration menu in the Users tab and selecting the Cohort option in the Accounts section. The System Cohorts tab will display all the cohorts on your site with the system context. The All Cohorts tab will display all cohorts on your system with site and category context. You can add new cohorts by navigating to the Add New Cohort tab. Provide the required cohort name and context. Remember that the context can be defined at the system level or the category level. Once your cohort has been created, you can manually assign users to it by navigating to the settings cog associated with the cohort and selecting the Assign option from the drop-down menu. Now that you're comfortable with manual cohort management, we will move forward with our discussion and talk about cohort automation. By navigating to the admin dashboard and selecting the cohort automation option in the user management section, you can automate the entire process of cohort and group assignments. This page can also be accessed via the Site Administration menu in the Users tab and selecting the Cohort Automation option listed in the Accounts section. On this page, you can choose to add a new cohort or group automation rule. Let's begin by adding a cohort automation rule first. By clicking the Add Cohort Rule button, provide the required name for the automation rule. You can choose to add an optional rule description that will be visible to administrators only. You can then select the cohorts that this rule will apply to. You have the option of selecting multiple cohorts. Finally, provide the conditions for this rule. You can either provide a user profile condition or an activity completion condition. Users must satisfy all conditions defined here in order to be added to the specified cohorts above. In this example, we will add all users to this cohort if they belong to the City of Vancouver and have completed a specific activity within the system. We can then save our changes, and you will notice the addition of this rule in the Manage Existing Rules page table. The rule is listed with the type of cohort and a description that we've defined for the rule alongside the rule name. In the Action column, we can choose to edit the rule or optionally delete it. It is important to mention that the cohort automation schedule task for processing the automation rules in the background is executed by default every 15 minutes. Please allow the scheduled task to execute in cases of users not automatically being added to cohorts and groups. Now let's finish up by adding a group rule. Similar to the cohort automation rules, you need to provide the required group automation rule name and an optional description. You can then select the course in which the group assignment will automatically occur in. After the course selection, go ahead and select the groups this rule will apply to. You have the option of selecting multiple groups. Similar to the cohort automation rules, define the conditions for this rule. Be sure to save your changes after you have finalized your conditions. To summarize, we have defined two automation rules in which users will be added to the specified cohorts and groups if their city field is set to Vancouver and they have completed the required activity. We can verify this automatic addition of these users into the cohort within our system, and the same can be done for the groups after the successful execution of the scheduled task. Thank you for watching the Virtual Slate Cohort Automation video. We hope that you now have a better understanding of the usage of the plugin.